I would like to talk about on today's podcast.
And yeah.
On today's podcast, I would like to talk about the Roman Empire. Thoughts? Can you explain to people what that means?
On TikTok, someone said, if you want to know what your husband or your significant other is thinking about, they think about the Roman Empire at least once a day.
Yeah. But then all these women turned around and asked their men, do you think about the Roman Empire? And they were all like, yeah, all the time. I think about it all the time.
I wouldn't ask my husband, but if he says no, then I don't want to feel like dumb and an outcast.
He already thinks you're dumb and an outcast, so go right ahead.
Well, welcome to the Baking It Down podcast with a group on Facebook called the Sugar Cookie Marketing Group. What I like to think of this group, Heather knows I live on this road near a road called Old Bridge Road. On this Old Bridge Road,
you live on a road, and that road is an Old Bridge Road.
Is there a bridge on Old Bridge? No, it should be called No Bridge Road.
It should be called the Road of Traffic.
But there are some deep manholes on Old Bridge. They will eat your car for lunch.
Absolutely, they will.
So if you are from the area, you know exactly when and how to avoid them. That's how I can tell if someone's new to Old
Because you'll
Bridge.
be like, oh, hey, I need an alignment job. Going to visit you is like a minefield.
So I like to think of the Sugar Cookie Marketing Group as
a
people who have gone before you, hit the manhole covers, got in alignment, and are there to tell you how to miss
potholes.
The craters of life.
Yeah.
and her icing.
And we are able to take this group of 43,000 people and be like, wow, a lot of manholes have been hit. Now you don't have to hit the manholes to know that they're there.
Because a lot of bakers are for bakers and they been there, done that.
A lot of bakers are for bakers?
They're for bake. Like they want you to bake. They're not going to be like, yeah, don't bring a tent to the farmer's market and then a monsoon hits.
So anyways, that is a group on Facebook. If you haven't joined, Corey says she might let you in if you put podcast in the entry questions.
I do look for that.
Somebody had messaged the page and was like, hey, I've been pending.
Stop it.
And I was like, oh, did you put podcast? They're like, yeah. And I'm like, no, you didn't. There's no way. I went in 3 months. Podcast.
Are you searching the word podcast?
I think you can now. I think they have keywords.
Okay, at the beginning it wasn't. I had to visually scan.
Visually, well then you were not scanning.
But just so you know, there's like 7,500 pending.
I was going to 7587. Poor folks.
Listen, quality over quantity.
More filters. Let's see if we can do. I'm going to just
You
type
can
in
search
podcast.
a word.
I'm not sure.
The people name podcast.
No, yeah, you can't search a word. My apologies.
See, so I have to visually go in and find.
The fact that we're not going to let you in.
I do.
So jumping into the topic. How you get them is how you keep them.
How you get them is how you keep them.
Both in love and in life. So Corey and I were talking about this, and we were talking about how to build up a following. Specifically, it's like Cake Gate version 2, I guess.
What?
Some lady got a cake, and the lady didn't want to get the refund for the cake, so she leaves a bad review, but takes a picture of the cake from the backside, where those little things you guys put in the top of cakes that say "Happy Birthday."
Oh, topper,
cake topper, right? So on the front it was real cute, but on the back it was just like nothing.
Like cardboard.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever it was, it wasn't aesthetic.
Okay.
But then the lady with the bad review took a picture of the back of the cake, which was accurate. It was a cake she bought, but it was really ugly. The cake topper was really ugly on the back. It looked like it was supposed to be a rollerblade.
Oh,
like a roller skate.
Yeah, and it
on
was
the front. I'm sure it was adorable, but we only saw it from the back, and then the bad review is like, "This is what I got." Something about them not wanting to refund her. You had to return the cake and throw up the morsels left in your.
Send me this drama to my DMs.
I would love to. Sent it to me. But anyways, we were saying, okay, so then now it's so viral that it's a suggested post in my Facebook feed.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I click on it just because.
Yeah,
grab me the popcorn.
Not?
If I can watch drama and I don't have to manage the drama,
I'm a silent
pull
reader.
Up a chair. Yeah,
I will choose sides.
I'm gonna know who the baker's husband's ex-wife kid's dog looked like by So anyways, I'm now on their page and I want to see the reviews, of which 4.9 stars. The thing we had initially is that everyone had left them bad reviews when the back of the cake was posted, and then when the front of the cake was posted, it was all these great reviews.
People came and said, no.
Very much like
underdog.
Well, of course, you can see that every review is not somebody even in the vicinity of this cake shop.
Like no one's even tasted these
now
cakes.
They're like, I love them, I love them. And they're arguing in the reviews with other people in the reviews. It was just absolutely entertaining for sure. I'm sure those people are having a really bad week. But anyways, not my problem. So I was just investigating.
Yeah.
But I was like, wow, they got 4.9 stars. What are they thinking right now? This obviously it's a very hyper local cake shop. I don't even think it's a brick and mortar. I almost think it's like a cottage baker. What are they thinking? Are they like, wow, we have 4.9 stars. This is great review profile, and it's almost like like over hundreds and hundreds of reviews, which would be hard for any bakery to get.
Ask me.
We're fighting for 2. You have to be like, hey, mom, you remember that cookie? Could you leave me a review, please? She's like, 4 stars could have been better.
Baker, kind of annoying.
It was very annoying in kindergarten. So how you get them is how you keep them. So let's say that the page owner is probably like, wow, I have amassed a huge following, a larger following, whatever. Virality kind of does that.
Yeah.
How many of those people can order?
Right.
Very few, especially, and I don't know, cakes, I don't know if they're like ticking time bombs. It seems like if you look at a cake too quickly, it falls apart. If the cake was made with too much love, it falls apart. I don't know, cakes seem hypersensitive.
They're just, to me, I'm
and then not only are cakes difficult, you have to move them places. Like you guys are throwing your cookies in boxes and be like, see ya when I see ya.
Oh yeah, like please, maybe, don't leave in the car.
Yeah, the cookie gets harder, it's more resilient. The cake gets harder and you got a bad review.
The cake people are like, you need to cool your car 15 minutes prior to entering. When you get in, make sure there's a cake safe.
Grab your prayer beads and say 3 prayers to the cake god, and then don't take turns.
If you're driving without your hazards on,
your that cake box coming in.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it. It looks insane to me.
Yeah, but I think it almost seems like you have to buy the car for the cake.
Yeah, you need a van.
You're not taking a cake in a sedan. No. Yeah, like cake people, I don't know if you're gluttons for punishment. They're obviously delicious, but so much can go so wrong so quickly.
I don't understand how cakes get tall.
And how they fall
weight
on
someone's
themselves.
Like, this cake weighs a bazillion pounds. How does it?
Then you have the battle. And I know cake people are probably like, yeah, preach. The fondant people battle.
When the fondant burps.
I saw someone like bragging, I don't even use fondant. This is all icing. Like, oh, you have like.
Is that a flex?
It felt like a flex post. I don't know.
I thought fondant's kind of a flex.
People don't like
when
eating
fondant tears, what do you do?
I think
you have to take it off.
Yeah, ridiculous. So anyways, this cake person is fighting a sheer battle just to get the cake out the door. And now I got somebody taking the picture of the backside. Like, I didn't put on my makeup for somebody to take a picture of the corner of my ear.
But let me ask, was the backside ugly of this cake?
That cake topper made it look like it was forgotten.
So it was just the topper.
No, we got the whole back of the cake. So I would imagine this. Imagine that the topper. What was that sound?
Like a nuclear bomb. What are you gonna
do? Imagine that the cake topper had some icing on the back because nobody expected to look at it from the back.
So like maybe it had gotten a little messy in the kitchen,
and also it was transported. I don't know. A million things could have gone wrong, but the back of the picture was an unfair review. At the end of the day,
did the cake look legit though?
I thought it looked great.
Did it look like it had been touched by the hand?
No, but the back of the topper is really what this is all about. And then the fact that they said, well, we're not going to refund you. We think it's fine. And I'm not getting the story completely straight, but that lady's like, okay, no refund. Here's a bad review. Okay. Now this bad review has gone viral. Are you pro cake? Are you anti cake? Topper, back of cake, front of cake? I don't know. Obviously the rest of the cakes they made were amazing. So I can only assume that it was just kind of unfair, unwarranted review. But at the end of the day, we run on the refund.
Right.
That said, now this page has amassed a lot of following, a lot of controversial following, people fighting pro-cake, anti-cake, upside-down cake. We just don't know, right? Now when they go to make a sales post, they have a cake. Let's pretend. Now we're in the future, maybe 6 months from now, 4 months, it's Christmas, and they have a cake for sale. Most, if not all, those people can't buy the cake. Apparently you can't transport it anywhere. Like all these people, you've gotten all this attention, but how you got those people is how you keep them.
So they came for the cake dramas.
So how are you going to engage with those people?
You got to have more drama.
You got to have more drama. And that is kind of thing. So now let's take it a step further, a different scenario. Let's say you're a big discount company. JCPenney made this huge mistake, right?
Okay.
They, for the last 15 years, ran promos. You get that JCPenney catalog, you get the little coupons, and then you go and pick through the deserted aisles of a JCPenney. Then they got a new CEO, and he's like, no, we're not going to do discounts anymore. We're going to price fairly. We're just going to price fairly. We're not, so the prices will be cheaper.
But
and you'll just go in.
You don't need a coupon for it. You get it every day, all day long.
But how they got them is how they kept them. And when people couldn't coupon cut, who were so used to finding that deal versus just naturally getting it, protest. And it lost millions and millions of dollars. They had to fire the CEO, and they went back to the couponing thing. You know, JCP is reinvesting $1 billion to kind of try to retool the store.
I mean,
obviously, it's a nightmare.
I don't remember the last time I shopped.
I only go to JCPenney's to get to the mall because they always have the good parking lots.
Used to be Lord Taylor went out.
We're driven to JCPenney, and then they tried to do the Sephora's.
Oh, you're right, but they never restocked.
Yeah, but the Sephora's pulled out, and now JCPenney has put its own makeup line in there.
Weird, but now Sephora's over in Kohl's.
I know.
Floundering as well.
I only go to Kohl's to walk to the back to return Amazon. Here's your Kohl's cash. Don't eat it. I'll never come back until I need to return something.
But that's so true. In business, it's a lot of things. So me and Heather were talking about, you hear the words like a strong email list. Like, what's a strong email list to you? A lot of people say big email list is a strong email list.
You're not allowed. You are spam laws. There are laws that you can be fined for as a business. You're not allowed to just email farm. You're not allowed to scrape.
If you look up my email, there's a lot of people who need to find.
So we had this client, and he's like, I want to grow my email list. Okay. And we were like strategizing, and he's like, I bought a list. Here's 15,000 names. One, hyper, not, MailChimp won't even let you do that. He said, do it. And MailChimp's like, yeah, I bought this. Because it has to be scrubbed and stuff. But okay, let's say we did get, of the 15,000 emails he bought of this nondescript version of people, let's say even 5,000 made it through the first line and they get imported. So what are those people going, how you got them is how you keep them. You didn't get them, so you're not going to keep them.
Yeah, they're like, delete, spam. What is this? I didn't sign up for this.
Right. So that would be an extremely weak email list. What would have happened had MailChimp not stepped in is he would have sent that first email. It would have been reported as spam so much his account would have been shut down. Yeah. Because people are like, you didn't get me. You can't keep me.
Right. So what a strong email list is doesn't mean it's a big email list. It means people opted in because they want what you are offering.
You know what the strongest email list is? A double opt-in, which means not only did you say yes,
jump through two hula hoops.
To kind of walk you through that buzzword, this is what a double opt-in looks like. Let's say you go to sugarcookiemarketing.com and you say, I want the Wednesday newsletter. I don't care what the twins are saying with the freebie transfer sheet they send over. And then you say, okay, here's my email. And then it takes you to a screen and says, awesome, confirm your email in your inbox. That is the second opt-in. Because not only did you give me your email, you had to go to your inbox and say, I really want it. You're doing
manual labor, burning calories.
Yes, to get this email. So you double opted in, which is how I got you. Twice you said yes is how I'll keep you. You're a lot more likely to say yes to the other
things.
Things.
Absolutely. So in business, a lot of times we want to do quick things to get a quick return. A lot of people are like,
twins say get an email list. Okay, I bought one. Like that'd be the easiest thing. And you turned out and you said I did exactly what you said. I got the email list. But how did you get that?
Yeah, I know I've gone to networking events, given a business card like you do the little song and dance, and have ended up against my will on many a newsletter.
Here's my crazy thing. Okay, yes, one time you drug me to one of those, and they got a hold of my email.
Listen.
And I have unsubscribed. They keep adding me to other lists. Finally, the student, brother, how can I get you to? I don't want what you're selling. I didn't want it last year when I said.
But they almost think like I have to have this big number, and that's a strong email list. No, it's when someone wants to be there. That's what makes it strong. A lot of times you'll see bakers run a ton of giveaways on Facebook. Wow, their page is growing. That's great. But how are they getting these people? These people want some free cupcakes.
Absolutely. So how you got them, giving them something free is how you're going to keep them, giving them something free. So if you're a big discounter, how you got them, giving them something cheaper is how you're going to keep them, giving them something cheaper. So when you think, okay, I want to, we're always fighting the algorithm battle on Facebook. Oh, I can't get any likes on my page. I can't get any of this. Let's start a follow train. How'd you get them? You got them because everyone's trying to grow their own bakery business. How are you going to keep them? You're not. They can't buy from you. They're actually your competition.
They're baking.
You're actually giving them better ideas.
They're stealing from you.
And that's how you see Corey and I say, follow trains are great. If anything, Corey and I would be in a position to set up a follow train because when you follow Sugar Cookie Marketing, you learn marketing tactics. But a lot of you aren't in a position to follow each other because how you got them, well, I'm just trying to grow my list is how you keep them. Well, they don't care. They're just trying to grow their list.
On Instagram, you'll see a lot of bakers have big accounts. Those numbers they ain't paying the bills. I promise you that.
For a great example, if you look at the Sugar Cookie Marketing Facebook page, it has, Corey's nodding.
Listen, I earned every single
one. Thank you. So Corey had, and I got to give her compliments. She's done her own, we did in the Cookie College, a Reels challenge, I think back in April or something.
Yeah, we've done it twice.
Yeah.
And I kept it going from the previous year.
The challenge being a reel a day for 30 days didn't really matter what the content was, just to get in the habit of being consistent. Corey, after the 30 days, continued on.
Yeah.
And the content is great. It's obviously designed for bakers. It's on the sugar cookie. If you're wondering what that looks like, she's like spending money. I don't even want to know how much it cost you.
Don't ask. I don't even know.
So she has posted, I'd had a reel a day. I feel like you've been posting on the weekends.
Reel a day.
It's been really real over there. Anyways, sometimes they go viral.
They do.
I can see what happens is because we're both admins on the account. It'll be like, this reel has received 10,000 views, 20,000 views, 50,000. And it'll be like an exponential growth for a period of maybe 3 days. You'll see.
It's crazy. And it's on the ones that I think are not going to perform well at all.
She's saying the
mostly the sweetest tear stencil holder. They're obsessed.
If somebody's like, where can I buy that?
Listen, I filmed a video today on the sweetest tear stencil holder.
Okay, so that's a great example. With the post that went viral, I think you also did a skeleton. We talked about it last week on the podcast. They went viral for the reasons that people are trying to find the sweetest tear stencil holder.
Do I sell a stencil holder?
No. There. So, but how we got them, they're trying to find out baking tools to buy is how we keep them. They don't respond as well when it's about marketing tips. Yeah. Right. So through that viral content, now the page has 108,000 people.
You'd be like, oh my God.
Wow, they must be selling Cookie College memberships every day. No, we're not. Please sign up. But what it looks like versus how we got them because, and some of that stuff, people are mean. Yeah, they
said my voice is horrendous.
Yeah, I tried to delete some of the comments on Corey's Reels before she reads them. So some of them was like, nobody needs to know that they said this about you. So how we got them through this viral content is how we keep them. I would almost, and I love the big numbers. Who doesn't love look at me, sponsor my stuff, send me free things. But at the end of the day, when I need to turn around and sell these people, they're like,
unless you have the sweetest tear stencil holder.
Are you the sweetest tear stencil holder? If not, get out of my face. So how we got them is how we keep them. Now you'd say, okay, well, twins, what are you going to do if that content went viral?
Here's the thing. That is our top of funnel thing. So if you look on each video, it says, want to learn more decorating tips and tricks? Come to the baking group.
You're like, none of you. Sweetest tear stencil baking group.
So those people who go through that video, it might have gone viral. You said, you know what? I'm really getting into cookies. I might go check out that baking group. So you've fallen into this funnel one step closer.
But what is a funnel? It's a tapered object, meaning the funnel's really big at the top, but by the time you get to hey, can you sign up for the college? That funnel's tiny.
It's that double octave.
Yeah. So what we're going to say is how you get them as how you keep them. Now, could you grow your local bakery page by going to a restaurant and saying it was the worst service you ever had? You're going to do everything. You're going to do local content. You're going to get local followers. You're going to cause drama, and you're going to get a bunch of people commenting. What? Isn't that great marketing? Yeah. It's everything we talk about, except for how you get them. Is how you keep them. You just got controversial people. Guess who? They're going to be controversial too.
From what I've learned, they don't choose sides.
Right. They have no allegiance. They have allegiance to their popcorn bucket and their butter. Yeah. So how you get them is how you keep them. So when people say, I just want these really big numbers, I'd almost wager, I'd rather 5 people and 5 people buy from me, which is 100% conversion rate, impossible to get. That'd be amazing. Rather than 500,000 people and 5 people buy from me.
No, I do see what a lot of people are thinking. If you have a brand spanking new page and maybe 20 followers, you can have a number that adds credibility.
Social proof. Okay. And it's a good foundation.
It is a good foundation. What is that number?
It's a ratio. It's a ratio. The healthiest number, and if you guys want to know, this is how my strategy works, is everyone in your area is average. We don't want to be, so for Corey. So let's say, okay, we're in Northern Virginia. There's a ton of bakers here. What is if we went through and made a spreadsheet, what is their average number of page likes? So if we have 10 people, we're going to take all 10 of their followers.
Around 1,000. Everyone's got
1,000?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want Corey to come up with 10,000. She'll be able to be like, I'm the best baker in all the land, but her engagement rate is going to be
True. Right. And honestly, I don't need to have 10,000 to look credible. I just
somebody right now is thinking, are you telling me to get 1,000? So all I need is 1,000? Yeah. get 1,000, but work to 1,000 because how you got them is how you keep them. I'd rather 1,000 locals that you earned over 2 years than 1,000 bakers that you posted in a big group and said, follow me.
And if you live in a smaller town, Northern Virginia, jam-packed, there's people every 2 seconds. If you live in a smaller town, that number's going to be smaller. And that is okay because
it's a law of average. You don't need to keep up with somebody in Northern Virginia if you're living in rural Kentucky.
Yeah, that number is going to be different from you. So don't be like, 1,000, I got to get 1,000. No. Just look around. Do some research.
The big takeaway, though, is how you get them is how you keep them. If you say, I like the discount, I like the JCPenney approach, great. But don't come to the group and say, all my customers want discounts.
Yeah, they're all complaining I'm priced too high.
Yeah, that's how you got them.
Yeah.
And it's going to be how you keep them. And if you say, well, I've run discounts up until this point, now I don't want to, I want to raise my prices, you're going to go through a growing pain stage with the how you got them, how you keep them. People are going to get upset.
Yeah.
And then you're going to need to find the new how you got them, how you keep them people. And that's going to feel real dangerous.
It's going to feel like, did I make a mistake?
Yeah, a long time ago when you got them at the discount. So how you get them is how you keep them. Now, Corey and I could go to our Facebook page and write something really, really controversial, delicious. Controversial, delectable.
Can't believe, did this come from the twins?
But if we even want to boost it, throw $20, throw $100. Maybe we're feeling spendy, $500 to make sure this lights fires. And then that content goes viral, and we've got all these people weighing. And in fact, we're not even cleaning up the comments. We're saying client bash, pro client bash.
We're liking the wrong comments. People are
we're saying, what? How dare you? And we've got the most deliciously controversial, trending viral comments every 2 seconds, angry emojis, angry reactions.
Yeah. Wow reacts everywhere.
And then we're like, wow. And then we do the page invite button, and we're like, wow, we grew 20,000 people overnight. Right. Congratulations.
Yes.
Great marketing.
Awesome.
But what happens when we're like, hey guys, the Studio Stair Stencil's on sale? Like, they're going to be like, yeah, I want to fight.
Yeah, they're like, I
want you to call the Sweetest Steer Stencil the worst thing we've ever purchased. Oh, I don't know anything about it. People really like it.
I love it. That's what
really like
I wish you would sponsor me.
Sweetest Steer Stencil, if you're listening. Yeah, please. They want to buy from you. So that is the big takeaway is how you get them is how you keep them. When you see other bakers and you're like, oh man, they share. I know they only got their page likes because they shared in another baking group. Dude, don't be jealous.
Don't be jealous.
They're going to be fighting a different battle here on out.
Yeah. I think slow growth. Some days I have no growth.
Sometimes you have opposite growth. We have shrink.
Slow growth is not bad growth. I would rather post my bakery in a comment section of someone looking for a cookier for baby shower cookies, which I love to make, and post a comment there and maybe get one random person like my page, then post something dramatic.
Or in a baking group and get 100 bakers, you say, well, you're like, well, you said the foundation of 1,000, the foundation of 100. Find a better way to go about getting that social proof base. A lot of it, find local friends and families or go to networking events still, kind of, ebb and flow there.
Yeah.
Don't just do it exclusively. You will be in a hostage situation in your inbox. But kind of grow through that really strategic way because it's numbers game, yes. But it's also more than a numbers game. It's a conversion game. So a lot of times in like internet marketing, you can hide a lot behind percentages.
You can.
Right. 100% of people didn't open this. But it could have been sent to 2 people. Or I could say, 100% open rate, but it was sent to just me. Of course I opened it. Right. So these percentages, but that conversion rate is probably the most important number. Like, let's see, the Wednesday newsletter. It's such a tongue twister.
Yeah, you made
it goes
that
out to almost 6,000 people, but the open rate is around 2,000, which isn't bad, but that sounds like, wow, you only have 1/3 of an open rate? Yeah, buddy. There's no more value I put back in there. But that is something to keep in mind. Now, with that open rate, how many people click through and sign up for the $2 transfer club? That would be my conversion rate. That means not only they open, they click-through rate, and then they purchase. That would be my conversion rate. So of all those numbers, well, I send this to 6,000 people is worthless if I tell you only 200 opened it and none purchased. Yeah. But now if I send it to 500 people and 500 people signed up for the Cookie College, which one is more valuable?
The 500.
I'll guarantee you we're growing this list because of that free transfer. How I got them.
Is how you're going to.
So imagine if I stop with the transfer. What's happening?
I would not even open the email.
Trash. This is Marcus Jam. Suppress. Absolutely wreck their deliverability. So how I got them, the transfer is the trade-off. How I keep them, I've always got to include that free transfer.
But also, she does do a wonderful breakdown of the podcast each week. So if you're like, you know what, I can't really handle the twins in my ear.
I know you guys, you don't care about that part. So I put the transfer link at the top. If I was devious, I would put it at the bottom.
You should put it somewhere in the center so it makes them
If you read this far. now.
Click here.
It is hidden in a word. right now. One of the memes in this email is clickable link to the transfer sheet. But how you get it? Watch, our click-through rate would be through the roof. But how we got them.
It's how we keep
Yeah, they're like, nah, I don't want to sign up for this.
They're
crap.
clicking on everywhere.
No.
But when it comes to your business, a lot of times you can play the comparison game and you could start really feeling down on yourself. Like my Instagram followers aren't that high. Facebook page isn't that high.
This is how you start your morning. Sweetest
Why
tears,
am I
stencil content coming at you. Here's the sweetest tears, stencil older video.
Please like me. But you can see that a lot of times you'll see bakers post, 50 the same picture in 50 different groups and tag their page. And that's the way they're growing it. Will those people pay their bills? Depends if that's their market.
It's up to you. It depends on what that baker's selling. If that baker's selling courses to other bakers, hey, maybe not a bad idea. If that baker's selling drama to other bakers, you're going to get popular real fast.
But if that baker's selling just to their locals and they're growing their page off of bakers, odds are they're not going to have a huge conversion rate because they have laid their foundation with people who can't buy from them.
Mm-hmm. So you may have big numbers, awesome, but then really, really low conversion rate. And at the end of the day, the conversion rate, that somebody who went from a follower to a paid person is what pays the bills and keeps on lights on.
Yeah.
So if you are having to produce content to entertain people, but those people don't pay you, well, who's winning?
Yeah.
The people.
And me and Heather aren't against giving things away. Obviously, she's giving a transfer sheet away each week. What I would say, instead of being like, here's something for free, I like to say, hey, I want to trade a review for free cookies. So I get something out of it. It's not necessarily tied to like, there's absolutely no change of hands where I'm just like, I'm just feeding your family tonight.
Yep. Yeah, so find a way to win. But I would say kind of from the foundation, especially for your new bakers, you're almost in a great position if you're listening to this now. Don't be sad by your numbers because how you got them is how you keep them. Now grow them strategically, and that slow growth is going to be that real growth. You're not going to have that viral content. Look at Corey's Sweetest Tears stencil thing. Like those people are like, unless it's the Sweetest Tears.
Yeah, I've like now Facebook.
What?
Now in Facebook, when I go to type a comment, it'll instantly show the tag for the Sweetest Tears.
It's like, just give them that. So how we got them is how we keep them. Now Corey wants to create this content for baking resources, so I'm not necessarily opposed to that. But when I come in and I sneak in hey, you want to transfer? They're like, no.
Yeah.
We don't want that. So how you get them is how you keep them. So you people who like dramatic posts, keep it up. You better be dramatic at all times or you're going to lose that engagement rate. I remember some pages I like and I never see them on my feed again because I never engaged because they didn't produce the content that I initially signed up for.
Right.
I am there, dead weight.
Now pages. So here's the thing. How you grow them is how you keep them. Yeah.
Thanks for coming to the podcast.
Now pages are rolling out this thing. I just got the feature. You can @, everyone on a Facebook page.
It's going to ruin people's lives.
So if you grew them with drama, my little baking page. It must be like if you have over a certain first. Yeah,
because let's see. If
you grew them through drama. And then you added them all for your cookie for sale.
Never. Please unsubscribe me from the page. Okay. That is going to cause like hellfire and brimstone. So what Corey's saying is that in groups, you can add everyone
if you're an admin,
at the same time.
If you're an admin, I see people doing it like as little.
They're tagging a page. But as a page owner, you can add everyone in the same way that groups do it. It's rolling out real slowly. Yeah, I would proceed with extreme caution.
It's such a divisive topic for whatever reason. I love to ask people, I'll be like, I'm so torn. What do you think? I love to see people like,
So that's a great example of controversial content.
Yeah.
Asking let's pretend you guys go to your page. Let's say you go to your bakery page. You don't even have the @everyone feature. Let's just say you say, poll, who here hates the @everyone feature in groups? Okay. You're going to have
so many. You're going to have people coming out the woodworks to tell you their opinion on the @everyone feature.
And they're going to say they don't like it. Here's what my marketing theory is behind the @everyone feature. How you get them is how you keep them. If you have a group that @everyone's on a specific time schedule and you're consistent with it, I think the group knew that was there. And I think they're okay with it. If you @everyone whenever you have a random thought, and inconsistently, I think that is the incorrect use of the feature. So either be consistent with it so that people, when they join, know that it's happening, or if you're that's fine. But the inconsistency, I think you're creating an angry mob.
True. I had someone ask me, like, on my professional marketing opinion, should they add everyone for a new sale that was going on? And I said, no. Proceed to be added. That's
Have you ever added everyone?
No.
Could you imagine me bothering 43,000 people at the same time?
Hello.
You can disable at everyone in groups if you want. But why disable it when you can argue about it? Yeah, when I go to tag a rule in a group, it's like, would you like to tag everybody? No, a rule. Thanks.
In my little community group, my little local community group, now we're about 3,000 women strong, but the other admin, sometimes she'll add everyone.
When she add everyone's and I get pinged, I'm like,
I better go read this because she uses it very randomly.
Sometimes it's about an ice cream truck.
We are obsessed with Mr. Softy currently.
I don't think he deserves an ad everyone.
She's putting together where that man goes.
I know where Mr. Softy. I know more where Mr. Softy is in my own car.
Yeah. I said the only at everyone I like the Mr. Softy truck.
Yeah. So then, how you get them asked how you keep it. Now you may be thinking back to the at everyone. Well, that's marketing, Heather. You guys tell us to produce content that gets eyes on it. The at everyone will be the ultimate tool to get eyes on it. But how you got them, you didn't at everyone. How you keep them, you're not going to be able to keep them with the at everyone.
We want you to create engaging content that makes people want to be there.
Yeah. Right. But then, like, so let's say Corey has her local page and she leans into this Mr. Softy GPS tracking. And then now you can help. She can add benefit to her group saying, hey, here's Mr. Softy. That's what they want to know. And then you can bother them with the at everyone.
Yeah, but they didn't come
what if we rename the at everyone, please leave?
We weren't getting mad at it. That was Heather. The thing is, like, if I added everyone in my local community group for a pre-sale of cookies I was having, I would not have the return that I'm wanting. People would be like, oh my God.
Imagine you at everyone only to shove a sales post in
I know, they would not like that. But if I added everyone for Mr. Softy, because everyone loves the ice cream from him, they'd be happy with that. Right. Or I added everyone, here's the 5 best apple picking places, or here's...
Have you left a group because it at everyone?
I have.
Everyone. Facebook's like, listen, we're losing our market
But the groups that have great content, I stay in, even if they at me.
Absolutely.
Because I like what you have to say.
How you got them is how you kept them. The at everyone did everyone dirty at the beginning. At everyone dirty.
Yeah, because it didn't say
it looked like somebody cared.
I was like, this man has never added me before. Oh, he still has.
Yeah, now it's like you and everybody else.
There was this local group, and he would at everyone and be like, at everyone, what's for breakfast?
I know we're mumbling over this. She's saying the at sign everyone. It tags the entire group in one post. At everyone. I know we're saying like add everyone. Whatever.
Add everyone.
Don't add me. Add everybody else.
At everyone.
Yeah, okay, go on.
He would at everyone on Saturday and say, what's for breakfast?
All news is good news. And is that what the group you left? Is that the group you left?
That's the group I left.
Okay, come on.
Which is fine. You are adding everyone and
I'm getting my eggs to go. That's the other thing that's fast.
But the problem is he's adding everyone. He's creating engagement in the group, which is what you want. You want engagement.
Controversial engagement.
I'm doing it.
So that is the big takeaway is how you get them is how you keep them. So, okay, what should we do? Create valuable content. You will create a valuable audience, and that valuable audience will look to you as a resource. And then when the time comes that you guys, hey, I'm teaching a cookie class, they'll be much more receptive. How you got them is how you kept them.
Yeah, frothing at the bit.
Back in the earlier days of Facebook, where I don't know if anyone remembers Facebook. Do you remember posters?
What?
Posters.
Do I remember?
This is when Facebook was in 2008.
Okay.
You remember like on the side, these little widgets you could add and you could pin a poster to the left. This is so old. If you saw it, your brain's going to be like, oh my goodness.
I wonder.
And it would be like memes like that angry.
Why would I ever want to pin that?
Because this was back when Facebook was weird.
Oh, weird.
I had so many posters on the left side. My profile was endlessly long.
What was your
It was back when like the cat meme was funny and like doggo, like that stuff. But it was 2008. I was like,
wow,
barely 18.
Wow, Facebook has been through so many changes.
So many changes. And we were like, we hate it. We love it. We hate it.
We hate that. We love it.
I posted something to Threads yesterday. I had to blow out the dust.
That's under your realm of. I'm posting reels every day, and you have to blow the dust off of Threads. It was funny. I got onto the Sugar Cookie marketing account. It was Threads, and it said 1 billion. And I was like, "What does 1 billion mean?"
Yeah, that's just your.
That's when you joined. You were the number 1 billion.
Let me see if any replied to my thread.
You know that. What did you say? Anything?
The meme that was.
Did you say
hilarious.
anything good? That was how you keep them. As how you get them.
Had written us 5 weeks ago. Oh, I had reactions to my post. I don't really even know how to find what I did. I do like it better than Twitter or whatever X is. So the last person who wrote back to me was 5 weeks ago.
Wow, what did they say?
Thank you.
Let me enter the group.
Someone said, cookies designed by Sugar Cookie Marketing. I want to see myself. Here's the meme. Okay, I posted a meme. 4 likes.
4 likes?
Viral.
Is that good in Threads?
For the 3 posts we made on
What are
Threads.
you supposed to be saying in Threads?
I think it's supposed to be a better Twitter. If somebody asked this in a marketing group I'm in, if Twitter made you pay to use the platform, would you? I can't say that I've even used it before. All those websites that we've ever made have a bird at the bottom. One, nobody's ever posting to Twitter.
I know. Remember Google Plus went by the wayside.
But Google Plus was like, "Hey Heather, we see that you like to use this." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. It's like a little personal Facebook page." And we're like, "We're deleting everything. You have findings to download your note."
Yeah, I don't know. Twitter, that's really people not adding value and wanting to be followed.
In the industry that we're in, baking, it's hard to have I think Twitter, X, whatever, Threads, is supposed to be conversations. Yeah. And we're like, bye.
We will be closed on July 4th.
We'll be closed this July 4th. So I don't necessarily. Could you grow on Twitter? Yeah. For a baker? If you were an influencer baker.
Yeah.
I only appreciate that Threads forces Instagram followers to find us.
That's true.
I don't know. If I had to start a new X account, I'm like, hello.
I really can.
Elon,
I got on Yelp the other day? You have to pay to have a logo.
Wait, on the backside of Yelp Business, it's like, do you want to breathe? $5.
$2 a day.
Oh, a day?
$2 a day for a logo.
You know, the big thing about Google Maps was to dethrone Yelp.
Google Maps is not charging me anything.
I think Yelp was like, "Oh, we're great, and people like us for review." I think
they thought the filtered part made it so it was unbiased.
Yeah, and then now I think people are like, "Wow, this is weird."
Yeah, if you want to add highlights about your business, it costs $1 a day.
And I want to let you know the amount. So when we started working with a business, we'd help them get on Yelp just because you want the review profiles to be cohesive and have those backlinks.
Because a lot of people loved Yelp.
But they had me set up the account and use my phone number just to get the verification thing. Yeah. The Yelp reps, they're
already calling.
Heather, please get me my logo. I was like, please, I'm so sorry. Please stop calling me.
But they have such a big turnover rate that when your account passed to someone new.
And I think I personally have always predicted the end of Yelp unless something major changes. I see it heading toward
Angie rebranded.
Yeah, I know. Their
Angie's
ads are
list kind of
Angie, just without the list.
I know. Okay. For everything.
Angie was the biggest lead source for companies I worked for 15 years ago. Then absolutely lost it. I think it was bought out by Home Advisor. And what these companies, and it's Nextdoor used to be kind of like Angie's List, where it was kind of more of a community.
Nickel and diming though, when it kind of changed.
Nextdoor moved over into the ad spend versus the sponsored. In Nextdoor, probably 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, you could sponsor zip code. Only 2 people were allowed to sponsor it.
It was crazy.
Yeah, and then your business post would show up as if you were just like, "Hey guys, Trashman didn't come today. Do we want to riot?" And then they were like, "Hey, you can't." I mean, to sponsor a populated community here, it was $800, but it was paying back in dividends. And suddenly they were like, "Hey, we're going to the Facebook auction network thing. Your posts just show up as ads." Kind of the way Facebook looks. They were able to expand their ads network by and large, but they lost.
Lost the value behind it.
Right. Of course, they were like, well, instead of just selling to one real estate agent,
we sell them all.
Yeah. And then everyone's like, well, I'm not getting a lot of value out of this. But what do they care if they get $1 from 1 billion people or $800 from one?
That's the one thing I will say. I was like Yelp, it's not kind of worth it because everything that you're offering is costing money. Plus, you're blowing up my phone. Plus, everyone's leaving a voicemail, even though my thing says, please don't leave a voicemail.
Yo, please stop calling
And
me.
ending up in my emails.
I know. And it's just every time like, hey, like a lot of these companies didn't, like the company I was employed by set up their Yelp. And I was like, hey, they'd call me. I said, hey, Franklin, I'm going to give you like a little tip here. I want you to call the office and ask for this person directly and say this phrase because they won't make you leave a voicemail. I said, but in exchange for this information, you'll need to delete my phone number from the Yelp database.
I thought it was crazy, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that's a great example of how you got them. Yelp used to have a pretty interesting ad network.
Yeah.
How Nextdoor, I used to recommend Nextdoor to a lot of people. Then they changed the ad network. How you got them is how you keep them. And if you change how you got them, then you're not going to be able to keep them.
They kind of, remember when you were a Yelp elite?
That was a drug deal.
But you guys got meetups. That was their gift to you. Like if you made enough.
I went to one. I went to Ann Pizza when it opened in Tyson's.
Yeah.
And it was, I want to say, they called them Yelp elites. These people acted like they were better than the general populace. Like strangers who spend too much time on the internet writing reviews, and now we get free pizza.
It used to be so big, and now it kind of died
I had
off.
to apply.
Yeah,
I had to write. I wrote a poem. They took it. It worked.
So do you think that's as big now, or it's less?
It's because completely curtailed. I don't think they used to have like these little, kind of like they had neighborhood managers of the elites, and a manager would get people and set up these events, and then you all converge and leave positive reviews on Ann Pizza. And I think they got rid of those positions entirely.
Google,
but I don't know. I haven't been out of it.
Google reviews, like I want to be like, I have 40 points this week. I get it. What do I do with them?
One school is like, would you like to redeem your points for Google Maps socks? And I was like, yeah, I like free socks. And they're like, we sent them, but I never got them.
Google's like, they're just really going off like, you like high fives.
You got some points. People are looking at that picture you're doing.
I know. But they're shoving it down your throat because if you have Google on there, it's like, Corey, you just went to IHOP yesterday. What do you think?
Can you tell us where the door to the IHOP is?
Do they have to-go food?
Are their hours correct? I don't know. I was there at 12. So how you get them is how you keep them. And now keep that in mind when you create content for your page. Corey and I like to add some memes. I did this absolutely hilarious. Maybe you can go find it on Threads. Good luck. But so if we only posted memes, we'd become a meme page. But how we got them is how we keep them. So the minute we post something that's not hilarious, little morsel of entertainment, people are going to be like, nah, I didn't sign up for this.
That's not what I came for.
In the old days of Facebook, you used to be able to create a page, generate a ton of followers, sell the page, and they'd rebrand it to a brand.
Yeah.
So it looked like that brand. So let's say it was a meme page, which is easy to grow because it was just a Wild West. You got it up to 500,000 likes. You turn around, it's all of a sudden a t-shirt brand. You're like, I never like this.
Yeah, you're like,
but the t-shirt brand would be like, we're established. No, you got a dog page.
I know. So because Facebook's gotten better, yank the reach out from everybody.
But now I feel like Facebook has really turned around and said groups are it.
Oh,
so now what's happening? You're thinking, well, I'll go just start a group instead of a page. No, it got to be value-added groups.
I want to say groups. To start a group is like pulling that back molar that's, the farthest one back, that wisdom tooth.
Yeah, and nobody likes it.
Difficult.
When we started Sugar Cookie Marketing, I would be in the same room. Like I could see her head bob. And she'd be like, I posted something, can you like it? Yeah, I did. And then we just did that for months.
Yeah. Slow growth.
And then we provided enough value. People are like, you only post memes now. Yeah, okay. You like,
but our biggest growth is now word of mouth.
Yeah. So how we got them, adding great value, is how we keep them. Now people say, hey, if you're having an issue with marketing, if you're having an issue with photography, if you're having an issue with email lists, go to this group. They'll help you.
Yeah.
How we got them is how we keep them. So you'll never guess what product we sell. Advanced how to.
Yeah.
Right? So kind of keeping that funnel in alignment really helps. Now I like to sprinkle in the content buckets. I like to add in the memes. That does kind of get a little bit more action because it's so easy to laugh.
Podcast jokes are fun, Greg.
Right? And then kind of bring it back to value added. And then when all else fails, the sweetest year stencil holder.
That's my retirement plan.
Okay. So that takes us through that. Any final thought?
No, that's all I got. That's all I got.
It's ridiculous. I can't believe they have to listen to you. Okay, let's go on to the Vendy Blendy.
I have a morning fuzz song. that I asked
Sing
everyone
to
in my
your
family.
cat. Can you sing it for me? Can you not sing it insanely loud so they can hear you?
That's a banana, that's a fun, she loves, he loves.
Here's the thing. Okay, Corey, that weird voice right there is how she talks to her husband. So we're on this Disney trip, 12 hours, total in the car, 33 hours. Yeah. She calls Nate. And I know my sisters, my older and younger one, have never heard this weird conversation. So I'm looking in this, like, I don't know, cars to have back seats have these like view finders where you can look and see people's, like this little mirror pops down and you can see people behind you, not the rear view, another one above it. And I'm looking at Ashley's face and Corey's like, hello, Nate. What's up? Like this really weird. And I'm like, I've heard this before and it is disconcerting. And Ash and Sam are like, and then how do you say, like how do you go through a quick Nate call? Yeah. Like a hawk at the beginning. And then
what's he doing?
Yeah, you put me give me a piece of cheese.
Give me a piece of cheese. Cheese tax.
That's exactly that. So we're and Ashley are looking horrified. And I said, yeah, every time though. Every time. Okay, Bendy Bunny.
Yes. What about it?
We have some new people sign up. Do we want to go? Let's go through most recent signups backwards. I want to say to you guys who are spamming, bullying people, keep doing it.
You've gotten 2 people to sign up.
Yeah, and now we have, including ourselves, we have 27 Bendies.
27, and I'm working on the stamp lady.
You're working on a stamp lady. I know you got a backs lady that just ended up in the DMs.
Yes.
I have Timberton. I was going to try to sign up again. And I have not Busy Bees, the other B. She's from last year.
Oh, yes.
She said, I'm really going to work on getting it signed up this week. You got to
get Cutters by Nora, right?
Cutters by Nora said she's thinking about it.
Okay, go on our list with confirm.
So I'm going to put us up at the top. Heather and Corey signed up. Wow. No, wait, what did they sound like? I thought we'd be fun. We haven't nailed this down yet.
They sound like Swedish Steer Stencil.
I don't want if they're not, I don't care. Swedish Steer Stencil person, please sign up for this. No, I thought it'd be fun to do the $2 transfer club at 50% off. The easiest buck to spend ever.
That's the biggest discount of all the vendors.
Oh my goodness. Wow, they're so generous. And then we were going to do 3 months free on the Cookie College if you sign up for the year. But I could do that for the Cookie Class. I could do that for any yearly membership.
Let's discuss.
Okay. But anyways, yeah, we'll come back to what the Cookie College is in a second. But we had to sign up today. The Cookery. .ca. So the extension is Canada. Mm-hmm. Canadians. You did it.
You did it.
But she does ship to the United States.
I've ordered from her. It takes a couple extra.
But I'm saying you Canadians who are like, get me something from Canada, so help me. I think your Thanksgiving is like tomorrow.
It's October 1.
Thanksgiving. So she signed up. That'll be great. Now she's doing 20% off. The only thing is she's like, I can't discount my wholesale products. I'm not allowed to.
Yeah, so like she carries AmeriColor. She said there's not enough margin to even discount for her.
So fair, but she said I'll do 20% off cookie cutters, stencils, baggers, packaging, and all cookery branded items.
I will say if she says backers on there.
She does.
She did come out with some very cute grease-proof backers.
Oh, great. That's listed. 20% off. Okay, and then we had pinkpiggystudio.com. She's doing 25%. I love them when
25%?
Yeah, 25% off. Now she has a subscription box. Both you can do an STL subscription box or the physical cutters. I thought that was a fun option.
Do we know if they're themed?
I can look for you. Let me go to subscription boxes. Oh, you can also do t-shirts and stuff. Oh, she has a bunch of stuff. Let's see what the edible ink. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff here. I'm sorry. There's a lot more than just subscription boxes. This cutest little candy corn. So you can get your Eddie, the image that you can print on. Things like that. Cookie cards and packaging. There's a ton of stuff here.
Oh, nice.
Gift card holders. And that's always fun.
Yeah.
Have an amazing day. It's an Amazon gift card holder. That's cute. And then you can do the t-shirts and then the subscription, which is let's go to the Cookie Cutter of the Month Club. I'm going to just look at one. So here's an example. The cookie cutter box for July 2023 was Happy First Day. Let's do this. Gonna hit this 4th grade. Oh, they're all themed for like first day of school. So very fun. And a lot of different options. Making waves, and it's
adorable.
Fish tail. Okay, great. And then we have Marley's Monsters. Now I thought this was such a fun little idea. She's doing 20% off. She has reusable paper towels. So all this stuff that we typically kind of throw away, which bakers, you're running through paper towels, all these really cute patterns. So let me kind of go.
Can you kind of show me?
Yeah, sustainability. Let me go through this.
Oh,
look how
cute.
So we have unpaper towels. It's hilarious. So, they're cloth paper towels you wash and reuse.
Nice.
You can get an unpaper towel refill pack, but all the prints on these paper towels are adorable.
Are cute.
And then you can kind of get them. We have Swedish dishcloths, snack bags, bowl covers. Oh, that's so cute. Nice. Like a little thing to put over the top. A towel tube craft kit. It's really, really cute prints and a lot of sustainability. I kind of like the sustainability thing myself. Now, Isabel, 11, is 11.
Oh, yeah. I have to review her thing.
We will come out and support this 11-year-old's dream. She's doing Sweet Beads by Bella, and that is kind of props and stuff and bracelets. What did you get? Did you get the box?
I haven't done my reveal yet. It'll be this week.
What is it? Like, what is this stuff?
I haven't opened the box to do the review.
I
have to
opening?
Excuse
me.
There. Do you even watch my videos?
You posted that I didn't, and I'd like to say I do not. I do sometimes when people start getting me, and I'm like, ooh, delete. Her face is like, yeah, that's my face too. So delete that one. Equinox Pastry and Supplies, the cutest scribes I've ever did see. They're very cute. So.
I love me a scribe. I have a whole collection, man.
I'm sure
Always
you do.
adding
She's doing 23%. How fun.
Oh, for
2023. Then we have Hannah with her felt beads.
Felt
really
garlands.
I think what you're thinking right now, you don't understand.
You
gotta
don't
go to
get
the website. The website is homemade. Let me pull it up. Homemade heartfelt.
Yeah.
And she's doing 20% off.
I get it. Heartfelt, felt,
garland. I know you're
garland.
so creative. Bambi is back with Lolly Bee's custom cutters, and she's doing 25%.
She's doing what?
25%.
25.
And she has a lot of cutters and the sets, like you like the numbers.
Yeah, I do.
I see numbers with the words on the side.
Yes, people love those.
We have cute little objects. I think the cat with the mermaid tail is genius. She has a couple of those. I mean, just put the two of the favorite things together and see how many people buy it. Miss Cookie Packaging is coming in at 20% off. I know a lot of people. What do you love from
Stand-up
Miss?
pouches. She has the advent calendars. She has grease-proof backers, bows, boxes, cell bags.
Love it. We have Kitchen Creations coming in at 20% off baking supplies.
Nice.
Tons and tons of baking supplies. Let me just go through the edible image. What is an edible image?
It's like on wafer paper.
Oh, thanks for that clarification. I appreciate it. Wafer paper. We have the Baker Tree Allison Allen, and now she's coming in at 30% off.
Whoa!
And then a bunch of cutters, custom. Oh, she's great. She does custom STL files, so she'll make you the shape you want. Great, and she'll print it.
Nice.
So makes you the STL and prints it. So if you have your own printer, get her to design it. If you don't have your own printer, get her to make it and print it, which is great. Core Backers, also a sponsor of the podcast, also comes in swinging every Vendy Blendy with 30% off.
Yeah. She's crazy. I got this light gray one from her.
Oh.
It is gorgeous.
Who doesn't like a light gray?
It's so light gray. It could almost pass as unless I thought it was the white one. And then I was
we call it cool gray?
I have to find out what the exact name was. But it's gorgeous.
Was it like the color vibe cool gray?
It is a cool gray, but it's so light gray.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I point out Volkswagens that are that color.
Yes, that would be the color.
I like it. Mm-hmm. Then we have Kim with Mulberry Treats. She is a crazy Barbie lady.
Crazy
Barbie lady, Barbie calendars, Barbie paraphernalia. Great for gifts for bakers in your life.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it. Plus, if you just want to zhuzh up your
get a gift for yourself,
apron.
man.
Yes.
Get yourself.
Treat yourself. Listen, what happens in the Vendy Blendy stays in the Vendy Blendy. At the end of the 24 hours, we never talk about it again.
It's atrocious, the things I go
That's the craziest thing. I don't think people understand until they experience it, though. After the Vendy Blendy, I delete every post anybody's ever made
People
about
do
it.
Hail Marys, I'm still in here, and then I'll be like, delete.
Almost when you post, I'm like, yep. And then we never talk about it again. So spend away. We'll not talk about it. Then we have Dottie. Everyone loves Dottie. Sugared out cookies. I know you talk about her edible markers. You did a product review for her.
Yeah, she had these.
If you're wondering what doing, when the Vendy sign up, I say if you want Corey to review your product in these.
Yes, videos. Always looking for content.
Yeah.
I actually had to use one of the plastic bags last night. It was raining. But also the customer, I did not want to see them face to face.
Hey, we all run our.
So I put it in the bag.
Nobody needs to see the ugly face. That's great. Cookie Art Market, which is by Minted Prints. Now, Minted Prints did the Vendy Blendy years ago under Minted Prints last year. Years ago, we've been doing this for a decade. We've been doing it for 2 years. But now she's doing this cookie art market. I don't know that they've launched yet, but it seems like a great way to get a bunch of cutters from a bunch of different people.
I like
really
that.
Cool idea. Nicole Dunham, we met her at CookieCon, Busy Baker's Supply. She was a vendee last year.
Yeah.
She's back again. You did a review of her stuff.
Yeah, if you see I did the glow in the dark, I say glow in the dark, you do need a black light. That really took people to their
I saw them. They were like, "Are you saying we need to?" Like,
but it is called
when
glow
you
in the
go
dark.
to Rainforest Cafe, and there's that little tunnel of the glow in the dark stuff. That's when your teeth are highlighted. So are your cookies.
She sells that stuff for old
If
camp
you
powders.
had like a Halloween party, which you know somebody's gonna always have a black
Yes.
light, that would be hilarious to see them.
So neat.
Yeah. You have in the video. Do you give an example of what it looks like glowing in the dark? Do you have a black light?
Yeah, sold for Mom.
Yeah. Why does
I
she have a
did.
black? Oh, she want to see what the cats are pink?
Yeah.
Hilarious. Sugar Dash Co. Meredith and her husband Sam, they vendie the blendie.
They do.
They're coming in. Sugar Dash Co. I wonder if they'll pull what they did last year, 25%, but they did that last year. And then the day of, they're like, you know what, 30.
No. We can bully them into doing it.
Guys, the new thing about the vendie blendie, the bully vendie blendie. Bobby Barton with Bobby's Cookie Cutters, you know, as the purple cutter lady. They did a revamp of their website. I think she's really excited
She got
about
a
it.
very cute Santa and Mrs. Claus cutter that she
Now, let me
partnered
ask
with
you
that
this.
lady.
Would you buy that on the vendie blendie? You wouldn't have it in time for Christmas.
The vendie's in November.
Yeah, November 24th.
Yeah, I'll give you a whole month.
Okay, great.
One whole month.
Somebody was asking me, like, should we buy Christmas stuff at the vending blendie? I was like, well, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, why not?
I don't know.
Then we have Dare to Bake, and they're coming at
Dare to Bake. I
20% off.
featured her stuff.
Oh, you did,
Oh
didn't
my
you?
God.
Why do you say that?
She has so
Oh, look at
much
all these
themed stuff.
boxes.
The boxes, single cookie boxes for just about every holiday.
We're going to click on it.
Grease-proof backers for every holiday.
Tell people what. See, the confusing thing is we have photography backers, big
Backdrops.
hard backdrops. Then we have cookie backers, which are pieces of paper where you put your cookie on it as a single cookie, and it makes a cute gift.
Yeah. So, like, say if you had a sleeve of minis, you know, like you put three cookies in a sleeve in a cello bag. Sometimes it gets a little messy because the crumblies can fall to the bottom. These grease-proof backers, you put them in with your cookies, seal them in there, and it makes it very cute, very themed. So your cookies, you can actually get away with more simple designs and let the backers.
Did she send you this house box?
Can I see what it looks like?
Can you lean way over? You got 100 of them.
No, that's Carantology, though.
No, they must be in a partnership then. It's on here.
Oh, yeah, that's her stuff.
Fair fun. You're working on Carantology. Carantology, if you're listening, go sign up. Then we have blue honey cutters. Corey said this year, Heather, I want more cutter shops. Well, I don't know. So we were like, we need more cutter
A blue
shops.
honey cutter is a baker who also makes cutters, so she knows what we want. We want a sharp edge, man.
I'm still obsessed with the goldfish cracker cutters. I think that's just so cute. We have Sweet Cutter Co. coming in at 20% off. Have you heard of that?
Did yeah, remember I just featured her in my latte that I used the...
Oh, she did the cute... Yeah. Which one was I talking about? Oh,
the cat ghost.
So cute.
What's the discount she's doing?
There's hearts falling from the top of the website.
I know.
She's doing 20% off.
Nice.
Love it. The requirement to be a vendie is 20% off or more. And that's why we're harping on it. One Smart Cookies and Crafts. And you reviewed that. Sweet Pink Olive, Ride or Die. Sweet Pink Olive is actually the person who, can you ask her if the sugar cookie marketing cutters are also 20% off?
I'll ask.
She is the person who prints the Cookie Class Kits cutters for the membership we sell.
She hates when my name comes up on her phone screen.
God. One of their people. Wonderland cutters. You reviewing them?
I'm reviewing them. I just filmed the video this morning.
She's doing 20% off. She did it last year. Really fun, nice lady.
I will say the Halloween cutters she sent. She's doing the 13 Days of Halloween. They're mini cutters because Miss Cookie Packaging sells that 13 Days of Halloween thing. But hers comes with Eddie prints.
Smart. Eddie people, you heard that. Unite. Go purchase it. Eddie people love printing stuff, man. And we'll talk about Eddie in a second. He's my boyfriend. Amanda Lasser, Brighton Cutters. You were talking about them at lunch.
Yes. If you need basic cutters, which I do not have.
Well, you know, I was really thinking about doing that for you soon. It was in my thought head.
But she has a lot of nesting sets.
I like that because for storage.
Means?
Yeah, I've had a Maya Stroika doll before. Remember when we got those from Alaska?
Yes.
Corey and I went on a trip in Alaska when we were like 6th grade. And because it's so close to Russia, kind of right there.
These little dolls and a doll and a doll.
Yeah, the doll and a doll. We loved them.
Loved.
I would love to know where that doll is.
You know, Mom has
I know.
regifted it. But Brian Cutters has amazing cutters, a lot of nesting sets, a lot of the basic and not so basic sets that you want, a lot of big name cookies with a lot of following, hover cutters. That's all.
Oh, great. Okay. Rona's Cookies. Now I think she had actually redone her website and sent me an email about it, but she has a lot of supplies, which is great.
Yes.
Speaking of, the supply that you guys will really like is the Genere edible luster
I
gloss.
know, the Genere Go.
Because you said it's nicer to kind of have a wholesaler in the United States because Genere is based out of Canada.
In Canada. So when I did order from her, it took a couple weeks, but now she's wholesaling to a bunch of people in America.
We have a bunch of sprinkles here as well. A bunch of themed sprinkles and themed bows and Princess Cake and Cookie Loran. Bakery emulsion. What is that?
One of the biggest emulsion makers out there.
Oh, thank you for using the word I asked you to define in the explanation that
flavoring.
I Thank you. An emulsion is an emulsion. I'll make emulsion. Courtney Carey with Bakery Tea Co. The t-shirt lady herself. Really funny, really punny.
Yeah.
And she has a men's line. So if you're like, if you need an excuse
want your husband
to say your
to do
husband,
some
what about you something? When he's like, what in the world
what is this? What is a gift
it's
for you?
Gift. Yeah, get one
gift?
man's gift, and then you can explain away. Yes. And then you don't have to explain because when you say something's
get
a gift,
him a shirt, but then get it for yourself and be like, oh, I ordered a shirt, it was too small, I'm so sorry. And then it's yours.
Oh, even better. Yeah. I got you something. It won't fit you. Give it back to me and don't ask me what it's for. And then we have the Miracle Twins. I've heard really great things about the products they offer.
Wow.
Really just go out of your way.
What do they... What do we even nail it down?
You literally just told us we'll talk about it after this.
Oh, we'll talk about it.
I feel like I was talking to my mom. We'll talk at home.
Yeah, we'll talk at home. I'm raising my eyebrows if my Botox doesn't
work. So that is the Vendy Blendy. The Vendy Blendy is a single-day shopping event. It's all online. It's in a Facebook group. If you don't have a Facebook page, get one. No. Now your bakery page. You're not allowed to join as a page. You're allowed to join as a profile. Just make it for the day. Who cares? I'm not going to check to see that you have 50 friends.
You're going to just shop till you drop.
And then delete the account. But what you're going to do is you're going to get into the group. In that pin post, you're going to have all the shops I just mentioned, all their discount codes, where they ship to, everything you need to know to be successful. Everything. But throughout the day, to get your butts back in the group, they're going to be doing giveaways. Like, for example, the cookery. $150 cutter and supply grab bag. That's what she's giving away as a door prize. So that means she's doing a whole post about entering her door prize. Only rule I have about the door prize post is there's no purchase to enter. So they may say, like, kick your shoes together 3 times or follow me on Instagram. They have to pick a winner that day. So every one of these people will pick a winner, Corey and I. And then Corey and I will also be giving away all their money. All the vendors' money goes into giving away 2 Carbon, the most expensive printer that Bamboo sells, 2 Carbon printers. They're $1,500 each.
There's a ludicrous mode on there, and it prints like a cookie cutter in like 4 seconds.
I went, Ender, do not play. Do not sponsor the event. I never want to see your
Ender,
face.
you're dead to us. You never were alive to us. I don't think you know we exist.
I think Ender is a marketing company that happens to sell printers, and that's what you find on Amazon Prime Day. You think $100. What you get is what you pay for. How you get them is how you keep them. And Bamboo, it's $1,500. I know that's out of the price range, so just join the Vendy Blendy. Maybe win one.
What if you win?
What if
you're like, well, I don't really want to.
Sarah Price, I remember her name. She was the one who won the Eddie last year.
Yeah.
She just won it by being there. I made Summer pick it at Black Friday. We were at the mall.
Nice. Can I win any of these? Can I win anything?
Yeah.
I can?
Enter in anybody's door prize better on.
Can I win the Bamboo bye?
No.
Huh?
They will think that is an inside job. You have one right there.
Yeah, I want to put it to use. It doesn't cost me so much.
You want to figure that thing out?
You just said it was the easiest thing to figure out.
I'm buying lithium grease because it tells you how to fix it.
No, I don't want to figure it out.
Ender is like, you figure out how to fix me.
The Bamboo bye.
So that quick rundown on the vendor blender. It is on November 24th, 2023. What are you reading?
Credit Karma. Congrats, Corey. Your auto loan pay down is progressing.
Thank you. Jeez, I appreciate it. But November 24th, Black Friday this year. At midnight, so that's a sleepy time. People don't know that 12 a.m. isn't the wakey
12 a.m.
Corey, I'll make her stay up and we'll let everyone into this group. When you get into a group, you're not going to be allowed to post, but you're going to be able to see the vendors post. And I'll post. And I'll have some memes. And it'll be fun.
I will be asleep. Once I let your bodies in, I will be back in bed.
Yeah. I want to make it extremely stressful that you think you're not. Facebook only lets us let in like 200 people at a time.
So I have to click it like
slamming the button. Yeah. Last year, I think we had 6,000 pendies.
You guys. Was it 6 or was it more?
I don't remember because at that day I just let them in. Like I stopped counting.
Yeah.
Just like, get your butts in. Right now we have 2,000 pending and we're still 2 months away.
We're still 2 months.
So I'm just saying, if I could be my goal as a marketing company is to beat the 6,000.
I would say, can I make a lofty goal?
Okay.
Do
not say the word 10.
10,000.
Corey.
That's
a crazy number.
Out of 43,000 bakers, you don't think 10,000 want to steal our deal?
I need everyone to post about it. Here's what I want to tell you. I want to challenge the audience. I need you to hum Amazing Grace. Hum it. I would like to challenge you people to spread the word about the Vendy Blendy because the more people that penned, the more I can bully the Vens and then it's kind of a both thing. The sound. Okay. So go share the word of the Vendy Blendy, and that way I can use it to get more people.
If you can, and I haven't tested if you're not a part of that Vendy Blendy group because only 4 of us are in there now.
Me and Corey.
If you can the Vendy Blendy page in the Sugar Cookie Marketing group.
I'm sorry, it's a Vendy Blendy group.
If you can the Vendy Blendy group because we're in there. If you test it, we'll let those posts fly.
That is a dangerous. Could you imagine Corey being your mom and you can't get away from that stuff?
Yeah, I made everyone go around the table and sing the Fuzz song.
Did Nate sing it?
No one sang it.
Fuzz sang that, please.
Every time I sang it, Fuzz reached up to me. I don't know if it was telling me to be quiet or he loved the song.
No, please let me go. Anyways, if you want to pen, go to facebook.com and search Vendy Blendy 2023 and you'll be able to pen. You won't get in. You'll get in on that midnight.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to shop for 24 hours at sometime at the end of that day.
I cannot wait.
It's a fun day.
I can't wait.
My eyes are bleeding by the end of it, but it's a fun day.
I love shopping. I love shopping and seeing things go out of stock.
I love it when be like, did somebody miss this? You missed that. So a lot of people will actually get in at midnight, shop there, they want items, and then they'll come back throughout the day and see if anything.
See if anyone's discounted.
Yeah. By the end of the day, I'm tired. I just let it kind of go crazy.
She does. I can see when Heather checks out.
Yep.
Visually and
then once I put the Christmas tree up and a run of stuff to do. So moving on, we have a text I wanted to read. If you could give them the phone number and bully them into texting again, we're running along.
The text message phone number is 571. What is it? 556-5644. Is that right?
No. Great job. This is actually a really long one. Okay, great. Hi, ladies. I'm Kim from Texas. Question for the pod as requested. Oh, no, I already read this. No, wait. No, oh, sorry, Kim. No, I didn't read this. She said, how do you find a good virtual assistant for your baking business? Where do you look and how to find one that fits your brand? Explanation, I've been awesome at filming reels lately, but not so great at editing them and posting them. I want to find somebody I can use on an as-needed a la carte basis that can edit with my photography style as well as my brand, possibly made some good copy for the ones I want to voice over. I'm a proud ADHD gal, but over-explain for a video, this text, for example. I want to get these done, and there are other things in my business I infrequently would like help with when necessary as well. I remember you saying in a previous podcast, there's websites that you can use to find quick VAs when needed for small projects, like the Vendy Blendy Master Lead, which, we have a VA for that. Corey booted him. My concern for the service is that I would get a different person each time I use them. I'm worried that by the time I explain what I need each time, I could have just done it by myself. So recap. And then she uses emoji bullet points, which is just, you had me coming.
Oh, yeah.
For somebody with ADHD, this is very well organized. Where do you find a VA for your home baking business? How can I tell if they'll be a good fit for my brand? For the quick VA sites, will you get a different individual each time you use the service? I love the podcast and the Cookie College. She's probably like, wow, I sent this to you guys in oh no, she sent it in August.
Are you losing your brain?
I love the podcast and the Cookie College. I know you guys will probably get tired of hearing this, but thank you for helping small businesses become successful. We will never get tired. Please,
never.
Just send that over and over again. I learned so much, and I'm eternally grateful for the hard work. Twin Kim, Kim Sims. Yeah, she did an ADHD live. It was really good. That's where I got this thing. She sent me the link. This little timer for 10 minutes. You can just focus
I
and do
have your
something.
water bottle at home. The one she made me.
Yeah, that's adorable.
Yeah, but I have yours. My name was like, why do you have Heather's water bottle? I was like, I don't.
Nate,
but it literally says Heather on it.
P.S. Okay.
I love you.
So that is a great question. And I do like virtual assistants. Here's the thing, though. You got to trust them.
Can I say, maybe you tell me if this is like A-okay. If you asked in a local community group, you're going to find a lot of people, stay-at-home moms.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be local to you. You can also meet up occasionally once a month and regain.
I kind of like that. Now, we're talking, so the virtual assistant, which they call them VAs, right? The virtual assistant market is very diverse. My virtual assistant, I found on Reddit. Would I recommend you using Reddit? No, absolutely not. But I just needed monotonous, repetitive tasks at a cheap rate, right? So I was able to hire it out to another country. Now, we don't communicate on Reddit. Now we just communicate through email. And I honestly just pay him once a month. If he has any questions, he checks in. And then
he's been a gem.
A gem.
A doll.
Really, yeah. I really rarely hear from him. He says, can I do the Vendy Blendy removal thing again?
But we do trust the man. Man.
So you got to consider this. Now, when a virtual assistant has access to your business, now what I like to do is LastPass password sharing.
Yeah.
I can hide my password and still allow somebody to use it and implement it, and they actually never see the logins. But what I think Kim's kind of looking for is you want kind of a higher end thing. So keep in mind, my virtual assistant is just doing monotonous tasks, data entry. So I don't need a brand.
He doesn't need to know baking or what
he
goes
doesn't need to
into
make memes or anything.
Yeah.
But now let's say I want somebody to match my brand voice. I would like Corey's approach where you do find a local mom. A lot of times these moms are like, hey, I'm just sitting at home, I'm bored. I would love to kind of create that content.
Yeah.
It's
work
going to
from
be
home position.
Yes.
I think you almost find someone who's going to work so hard.
Yes. I would be tempted. So you can kind of use them a la carte. Now, I would say some of these local mom groups, they may not know how to set this up. So you'd almost say, hey, I want to bill by the hour. You're going to sit down with them and come up with a contract schedule that works. Do you want to say, let's say I'm going to purchase 20 hours from you this month and then try to use that up? Or are you going to say, I want you to bill me the hours it takes? Or if you're going to say, whatever you get in this designated amount of hours, that's what I'm going to pay for. And then you can kind of work with them on the brand voice. Now with AI, you can almost tell AI, if you wanted to tell that virtual assistant, hey, ask AI to speak in this kind of voice. You can say, write this for kindergartners, write this for college level people, and AI can kind of adapt. And now you're thinking, well, I'll just get AI to do it. Yeah, that's a problem is we don't have time to tell AI to do it.
What's great is you can upload something to Google Drive, share the file. They can download it, put it into InShot, make it a cute little video. Bam, done.
Right. So again, if you want kind of the level that Kim's asking, I'm thinking a local lady. Now there are these websites where you can get these virtual assistants, but again, you're going to have a little bit more of a different demographic there. Fiverr, you can find virtual assistants. Upwork, you can find virtual assistants. Obviously Reddit, you can find virtual assistants, but depending on the quality or level of like how deep they are into your business, I'd say the more you want them in your business, the closer they need to be to your location. At least if you're US based and you want them to create voiceover content, you'd want to have that same kind of accent. If you got a Southern accent, we would kind of want a Southern VA so that at least it kind of matches a brand.
But I would say a local person, one, you're putting money back into your community.
Love it.
Two, they become a brand voice for you.
And likely become a referral source as well.
Three, referral source. But four, you can put eyes on the prize so you guys can meet each month or something, regame each quarter, and you're kind of investing more into your business, so they're going to invest more back into you.
So a virtual assistant will be a 1099 contractor to you, so they'll file their own taxes. You just tattle that you pay them, right? And they handle it on their own. But consider that when somebody works 1099, they work for usually higher than the hourly rate because they don't get the tax benefits or anything. So if I had a US-based virtual assistant that I had on an hourly basis, with the virtual assistant we have, he's based out of India, we do a project basis. And we agreed to a rate per month, and that's just what we've done. But now if we're doing like this kind of a la carte, like when I need you, you're probably going to be looking at a higher hourly rate, but consider if they make this post that otherwise would not have been made, is it able to bring you in an additional order, in which case they've paid for themselves. That's how I kind of approach that. So what would you thought, like $20 an hour?
I think it depends where you are, their skill level.
If you're making them take the photos, if you're sending them the photos, okay.
Yeah.
So kind of consider that. And that's where Canva Teams can kind of come in, where you can create the brand identity and then they can use it. That's actually, I'm supposed to use Canva Teams. Great text. Kim is fun. She's been in the college forever. We met her for the first time. Kind of feels like you're related to these people. And then you're like, oh, wait, I've never met you in real life. I've just watched your Facebook lives and stalked you. But we met her at CookieCon, where her and Heather Campbell Berkshire, who is the sponsor. If you still want to do Heather Campbell Berkshire, she's still doing Disney trips.
Oh, I'm sure she is. Also at CookieCon, we all got pins. Me and Heather got I'm a professor. And then they were all wearing I'm a roomie. So explain what the Cookie College is.
Nice segue in there, friend. The Cookie College is the membership platform that's an extension of the group. So, for example, in the Cookie College yesterday, one of the members was like, hey, I'm switching from GoDaddy as my email platform. I'd like to go to Google Workspace. And how do I do that? And I said, in your membership is a walkthrough on how to configure Google Workspace. But what you'll do, the process here is you're going to go tell GoDaddy, I don't want your emails anymore. Are you yawning? Yeah. Anyways, join the college and be really bored.
I was yawning with my mouth closed.
Yeah, it was horrifying to look at. I'd rather see your teeth than that. And the unfortunate part is when you make faces like that, I know that's what I look like. And it's not good. So the Cookie College, we have 5 memberships currently. The Cookie College gets everything.
We have 5 members, girl.
We need you people. How we got them is how we kept them. But we have the Cookie College, the Cookie Class Kits, which is everything you need to teach a cookie class. The Baker's Business Basics, which is just the foundational stuff. If you're just getting started, start there. Don't jump into the college just yet. Although I'd love you to. I would say just get those 13 classes under your belt. And then we have below that the digital downloads.
No, downloads.
Yeah, the digital downloads, you $10 a month, you get social media posts, a grid, and they all kind of grow together.
They're themed and cute.
They're a lot of work. Nobody understands the process in there.
No one
I have how to edit these in Canva, and then I have how to edit these in Photoshop, which is just spiderweb. I know nobody's watching that. And then we have the $2 Transfer Club, which is actually our most popular membership.
How can you snip at $2? It's crazy.
It's our... We should talk about lost leaders in
We are talking about lead generators.
Yeah, lost
leaders in another podcast.
The $2 Transfer Club is $2, and I've counted 80 transfers. Actually, last week I added 0 through 9.
We had almost 100 people sign up for the $2 Transfer Club last week.
And they got a ton of value.
Yes. Heather's coming out with the words... The letters and the numbers.
Numbers are already up.
Numbers are up, kids.
Sign up at cookietransfers.com and download 80 transfers. And soon it will be over 100.
I am
Or wait for the Venny Blending and sign up for $1.
The sun is baking my back.
What else we have to talk about? Do the sponsors.
The sponsors, AE Core backers. They're going to be a part of the Vendy Blendy. If you want to make sure that your backer that you've had your eye on does not sell out, you can score it now for 20% off, which is an exclusive group discount using the code.
Could I buy the gray one?
Yeah, it's one of the new releases. Using the code SUGARCOOKIE at checkout. The standard boards are 23 by 23, but you cake bakers, they have thought of you. There's larger boards just for you guys. You can get the L brackets to set it up if you want to have a whole like L setup.
Love that letter.
Or you can just do flat lay and you can start with one. I highly, highly, highly recommend either polar white or white matte finish. You cannot go wrong with either one of those. You can stage on them. You can take photos of your cookies right on there. They're food safe, matte, scratch proof, waterproof, Heather proof.
Next up, we have I'm going to do Eddie. Eddie is the edible food printer who was the giveaway during the Vendy Blending. They also celebrate. They also donated an Eddie to give away during the October.
They did for our
second birthday for the Sugar Cookie Market Group.
Really great birthday bash.
Yeah, really great company. It's a direct-to-food printer. They actually, I don't know if you guys have an idea, I was reading yesterday, they pushed out a new firmware. And it was very interesting write-up. They were like, hey, we don't realize that people are making trays for Eddie until we see that a lot of people have them. And they're like, yeah, our new firmware includes a lot more trays. Like it acknowledges the existence of a lot more. So they were like, please, please, please go update your firmware in your Eddie because it's going to allow you more flexibility with the add-on trays. Yeah, really great company. I'm pretty positive they sold out of the Eddie event, the Eddie Educational event. That is in Minnesota. Yeah, but their group is a great resource.
And if you want to see what people are doing with Eddie, go to their Instagram. They're constantly sharing reels and pictures that other bakers have posted. So if you want to see just like a feed full of Eddie and how people are using him, go to their Instagram.
Love it.
So nice. They will not be offering a discount for the Vendy Blending.
They never do. I asked. Oh, yes.
The answer's no unless you ask.
But it's a really, really fun, great tool.
I need to send you a little graphic.
You said that. Send that to
graphic. It's due this week. Guys, I made a mistake and I took a big order and in my mind, it's next week that it's due, but no, it's actually due on Friday. It's an Eduardo Orta halfway through the circle cookies. Thank goodness it's only circles. Last but not least.
You're acting like you're even. It's a circle print.
Last but not least. It's icing that takes forever. Dip it. Can't. Mine are too soft. They break on the sunshine.
What icing?
The icing I use is Royal Batch by Bakety Bake. You can score it for 10% off using the code TWINS at checkout. Oh, I think my son's home.
Oh.
Using the code TWINS at checkout, it has 3 ingredients already in it that most bakers use in their royal icing recipes, which is vanilla extract, yum. It is corn syrup, which is great. My son is texting me. This is what it just...
What in the world?
I don't know. He just keeps texting. I'm going to have to reprimand him.
That's so weird.
I know. And
maybe it's a cry for help.
White food coloring. It's in the front yard with the cat.
Oh, what's it saying?
A weemba wait in the
jungle. Go reprimand him when you get home. Y'all singing over there.
But it is the meringue powder I swear by. I use. People love it. You'll love it too. They're currently in stock. So don't wait till you run out to order, because as the area and the time gets busier, then you are going to wish you had some in stock. I'm going to take off my watch.
Okay. That's enough.
Go.
What are you doing? I'm replying to somebody who has a question. They literally said, I can't message Corey on Facebook. And I said, she's disabled.
Listen. Do you have a Twinterest? I'll tell you my Twinterest, since Heather is not engaged with the podcast right now. My Twinterest is, you know what? Apple Watches do not keep.
Oh my goodness. This is what she's like, hi Heather, I'd like to tell you about this widget I downloaded.
Okay, Apple Watches don't have a step counter. It's weird. You can count your standing minutes.
But I know Ashley's always walking to get her steps in. I think you're incorrect.
There's no way. There's TikToks about it.
I don't know. I don't even have an Apple
Okay, well, there could be, and I haven't found it. But some lady on TikTok showed yesterday you can download this app onto your iPhone, and I will tell you, it's called Stepdog. And you can get your own little personal, if you pay 99 cents, you can
Have you put the dog to bed yet?
No, when you reach your step count goal, the dog can finally go to sleep.
Have you put it to bed?
And we've had a long night. But he's tracking. He's so cute.
How many steps do you have to
Right now I have 1,951. It's 20% of my 10,000 goal.
Wait, you would have to run home.
Running
oh, because he's so alert because he didn't have too much energy?
Yeah, he has no. He's like, we gotta run.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Run
Walk Ray and give him the cheese stacks or something.
Cheese stacks. That is my Twinterest.
Do I have a Twinterest?
That is my Twinterest.
Is Twinterest only things we spent money on? I gotta get my car on Thursday. Corey is no longer my chauffeur. Kind of sad about it.
Heather got in the car today and said,
take me to the Olive Garden. Corey, okay. And I'm gonna say, yeah, I've kept my mouth shut for 4 months. But Corey drives like a maniac.
Are you kidding me? No, I do not.
No, here's the thing. The Acura that she has, it has like a, oh no, we think you've closed your eyes and are no longer driving.
You said you know that it is. I think it drove. You said you think you know it's sensitive. It's sensitive.
Okay, I want to let her whole dash shuts off and it says brake, brake. And the closer she gets, it turns. Does it turn from orange to red? Did I see a red version of it?
I'm usually just saying it. I've never seen a dash. I've usually seen a bright light.
I downloaded an app, which she apparently is in an app downloading mood.
I am.
And it's how you drive. So she posted a screenshot of the app today, this morning.
It was horrendous.
Yeah, I want to read to you what the app, it said. I read the details of her drive. It was a 6-mile drive.
But 32 minutes.
And it gives her a rating, like as if this is a Yelp review.
Know.
It gave her 2 out of 5 stars.
But look at my average miles per hour.
13.
We're barely moving.
Yeah. You were moving. You were hard braking. It said 5 hard brakes and giant red signs. At 2:38, there's a hard brake. At 2:39, when obviously you looked from your phone at a traffic light, a hard acceleration. At 2:45, a hard brake. At 2:46, a hard brake. What were you doing in this one?
Listen.
At 2:46, another hard brake. At 2:47, again, a hard acceleration. Looked up from your phone.
What is a hard acceleration in a 4-cylinder vehicle?
You must have. It was given all. At 2:47, you missed at another traffic light at 2:49, hard brake. 2:49, hard acceleration. 2:49, hard acceleration again. You can't go faster than fast. And then you
at 13 miles per hour. We're not going faster fast or slow.
Claire picked me up on Friday, which thank God my eyes were bleeding. She said, "Do you want to meet for lunch?" Absolutely, I do. And we're like careening. Yeah, I'm going to use the word careening towards this traffic light. A dump truck is entering the intersection.
I did not see
and you know, like people who are defensive drivers, not on the road in the cockpit. I just said like it's red. Like then, you got to say.
I did the mom arm where you. And you
hold
it
for the seatbelt.
You hold the person.
I said, that's red, and I think you're going to run it. And she was quite, like, at that point, there's no denying that she did not see
I had
that
a giggle.
the light was
I put out my flash arm. I held Heather taunt to the seat.
You know when people are, like, defensive, and they're like, I saw that it was red. Not even could Corin deny.
I said I did not see that. Thanks for pointing
My
out.
life, flashing. The car, flashing.
Literally
Corin.
anywhere in Northern Virginia. She making it sound like I was going 100 miles an hour. We were going probably 5 miles per hour.
Death at any speed.
From one light to the next light.
Clearly, hard acceleration, sudden stop. Hard acceleration, sudden. I would like you to keep that. I have downloaded. I would like a...
I actually drove...
What did it rate? I know you drove better on the way back. Maybe this is good for you. Let me see.
It's actually not like giving me the trip super fast.
It's probably like, hey, we got to breathe a little bit.
Okay,
make sure my life.
I can make it honk from the app. Oh, 3 stars.
Oh, improvement. Let me see what it says. Okay. I want to see.
Wow, a lot of heartbreak. Oh my God. That's why I think it's.
This is when my body was in the car. No, 10:38 heartbreak, 10:44 heartbreak, 10:47 heartbreak, 10 minutes later, 10:57 heartbreak, 1 minute later, 10:58 heartbreak, 11:15 heartbreak.
That just sounds like a normal break.
That's a problem. Then we had a hard acceleration at 11:15, 10:20 heartbreak. I think that's when you picked me up. Oh yeah. That was on the way to Olive Garden.
Yeah. Did you experience a hard break?
What?
Did you experience a hard break?
I'm surprised I'm alive. Anyways, I get my car back on Thursday.
Hey, but I am up a star. Average miles per hour, 33. We were cruising for a bruise.
Which is good. The speed limit on Fairfax County, Park Ryan, Party.
50. 50 means 50.
50 means 50. I've been trying to slow myself down. Someone said, did Heather drive your car? No, I wasn't. It wasn't.
I know. I loved how everyone's like, are you sure this isn't Heather's lap?
I would have been flying. She was stopping.
Stopping and accelerating pretty hard. Do you have anything else you would like to discuss?
I would like to discuss.
Heather's taking 2 days off to get the car, which I honestly think you need to run that by HR.
Car? Heather Ruth.
Because
yes, you've been great. You enjoy the time. Also, we'll cover your lunch with a per diem.
Take 2 days to get a vehicle. Nar. What was your R-nar thing?
Someone said if you want to sound like an Australian, say R-N-R really fast. R-nar. R-nar. I love Australians. R-nar. Ship at the bar. Yeah, I had to. The car is 5 hours away.
Listen, there's 24 hours in it. You guys stop half the day. You can cruising for a break. It's just funny how you're 2 days off.
Okay, that's one.
It's just really funny.
I just find it interesting
that your 2 days to get the car happen to align with the weekend. Like, why can't it be Wednesday, Thursday, work Friday, off Saturday, Sunday?
As your boss, my left kidney. I'm not one to kind of defend what this is going.
What will I do?
I'm gonna miss driving around. Here, coming.
I
don't know. Like, what are you gonna do without me?
keep on driving where I'm going.
Well, we know that. Okay, goodbye.
There.